You might recognize Manny Arceneaux, the wide receiver for the BC Lions. Now, Manny, congratulations are in order. You just lifted 300 pounds. Tell me how that felt.
Oh man, it was exciting. My adrenaline was going, but I had team primal performance behind me, and it's just the fact of taking me out of my comfort zone of being on a football field. Like, it's different from scoring touchdowns. This is like mano a mano. Like, it's up to you to move the weight. There's no one else you can rely on. So, and that's the one thing I pretty much like about it. But now my adrenaline was going, and I surprised myself with that lift.
How did you get into CrossFit?
Well, my teammate that's over there, Deanna Shaper Cotter, one day was just like, come work out with me. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to come. And I kept blowing it off. Then I finally made my way over to hybrid athletics, and that's when I got with Nate Beveridge. And ever since then, it's just like, you know what, I try to stay in the CrossFit community outside of my football so it doesn't interfere with much. With it being the off season, I want to do full CrossFit training for my strength and endurance.
Now, you just started this fairly recently, and you competed in North Vancouver just last week, I believe. Tell me how the competition has been for you.
Man, the competition is very humbling because you look at an all-star receiver and you think, you know what, he's going to come in here and crush it, but CrossFit is more than lifting weights. It teaches you gymnastics, and just to have that endurance and mental, just that mental muscle, that mental strength that you need. Everything isn't physical because it's about how long can you last, whether you're doing a pull-up, whether you're doing a burpee or a box jump. It's just outlasting the next man on side of you. So mental toughness is a big, big part of CrossFit.
Well, good luck, and thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks a lot for having me.
I am here with Tanya, and Tanya came all the way from Victoria to compete in the Okanagan Valley Throwdown. Now, Tanya, tell me what you're competing in today.
I am individual masters 45 and over. Yes.
So, have you been to this event before?
I have not.
So, have you competed before?
I have. I competed and then this is my first one back in about 4 years. I had a couple surgeries and now I've had a comeback, so let's go.
So, what are your goals for today?
I think just to get back into it, to see where I place. Eventually, I would like to get to higher level competition. I've got a noble goal to get to games one day. So, yeah, just to get back into it, I think.
I am here with Kayla, who is from Kelowna. Now, Kayla, you competed in the earlier competition. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was a little nerve-wracking because I didn't really know what kind of numbers I was aiming for, but I was happy with the result.
And what was the activity?
It was a thruster, so you do a squat with the barbell in the front rack position. You do a full squat and then you press the bar overhead.
Now, you're only 17 and you've been doing this now for the past 2 years. Tell me a little bit about how you got into it and what attracts you to this sport.
Well, I actually started because I was competing in snowboard cross. And so we were giving these gym workouts, just like basic gym workouts, like bicep curls, bench press, and it was a little boring. And my mom did CrossFit, and I was like, oh, like I want to do that. Like that looks more fun. So I just started doing that type of training instead. And then I eventually just started doing it more competitively. Yeah.
Right, like you've been to Miami. Tell me a little bit about that competition.
Yeah, so I just came back from Miami on Monday, and I did a competition called Wadapalooza. And I qualified online in about October, and then I got invited to the competition. So there's a lot of elite athletes from all over the world, some of the top athletes in the world. Someone who's won the games 4 times was there, and it was just a really cool experience to be working out next to those type of athletes.
Well, good luck, and thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.